Hi everyone, I've come on to do a catch up with the Junk Journal January. I've got a bit behind with it and I wanted to try and catch up a bit. So let's see, I've been doing a few little bits and pieces. I did change this. If you remember, it was a creamy colour and I really didn't like it. It didn't look right to me and you know, it didn't match. So I've swapped it for this paper. We've got a little fox on the inside cover there, and we've got a little raccoon on the inside cover there. And then, yeah, inside I've put some little note paper. And on the front, it was the cosy prompt. And on the front, I've got all my cosy bits. I cut them out from the cream card and stuck them on here. And so the next prompt, the last one I did was number 15, which was silver. So number 16 is print, and I've done print. Let's see, and I've used, let's see if I can find it. I've got all my bits that I need in here. I've used some more paper from the Edith Holden book. Yeah, I love the print in the back of that. Here we are, look. You can see the print in the back of that book. Let me just take these out. I don't know why they're in there actually. It's beautiful and I just love it so much. So what I did, I cut out a piece of the index, as you can see, and I cut a slit in it to make it into a pocket. And then I was going to put some journaling cards in it. So I have got a few journaling cards in here ready to go in, or ready to be, you know, backed and put in. I've got loads of them actually. I'll get them out because then I can use them when I need them, can't I? There we go, that's a good few there. I've got loads of them. Right, so we've got that one could go in. We've got that one with the foxes on it, that's pretty, but it'll hang out too far. That one will hang out too far. So will that one's not right. We've got that owl one. Yeah, that's right, and that's nice and thick as well. This one's a bit thin. I think this one's going to need backing onto something, yeah. I've got, oh, that one's nice and thick as well, that's lovely. Look at me wonky cutting across here. But I find that if you do the cutting a bit wonky, it sort of makes it look more natural when you go like that. If it was just one straight line, it's easier to spot. So yeah, I did sort of do it wonky on purpose, sort of. So that was my print. Then we went on to folded. Now for folded, I've got two of these. And I've got this. This is actually part of the kit. When you get it, it will look like this. And what you do, you fold these two bits over, crease it in the middle, and then you would put glue onto the two folds and glue it down, and then you've got a little pocket to pop things in. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to gluing it down yet, but I can easily do that. I've got some glue here, so we would just pop a bit of glue on here and a bit on here. Then glue it like this. There we go, and then you've got yourself a little, like a little folio. You see it's got a hole there, and you can pop things inside there, and then you can pop it into a pocket. So it's just sort of a pocket inside a pocket really, isn't it? Yeah, let's see what we could put in there. Maybe that could go in there like that. Yeah, that'll fit in. Oh, that heart's nice, isn't it? We could pop the heart in. Actually, the heart needs backing onto something, it's not very thick. Oh, that's lovely and thick, that circle though. We'll pop that in because that can be written on both sides. And that one, that's nice and thick as well. So we've got a few pieces inside there now, and that's ready to be tucked into a pocket. And I do have my, where's my pocket gone? I've got that pocket there, so I could pop them in there with that, couldn't I? Can we fit in there with that? Yeah. I'll pop. No, it's sticking out too far. I don't like it. We'll pop it in here instead. There we go. That's better. These are, they're 12 by 12 pieces of card, and what I did was, I saw a tutorial on YouTube actually. It's not something I've done out my own head. And yeah. So you get your piece of paper. Not that one. I want that one. And that one. We'll have this one. And it can be done with 6 by 6 or 8 by 8. It doesn't have to be done in 12 by 12, but I did it in 12 by 12 because it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. So what I did was I found the middle, I folded it in half like this, and then in half the other way like this. And you fold the points into the middle like this on each side. And then this one I folded outwards like that. So 2 to the inside and then 2 to the outside, opposites matching. And then fold it in half like that, where you've got the line again, all like that. Fold it in half like that. Fold it in half like that. Pocket, 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 pocket. And then you can open it up and you can undo those and write in them. Or if you wanted to, you could glue those pieces down and you'd have a belly band each side. If you glued the if you glued the 2 points down there and there, you'd have a belly band each side. You could even fold it that way if you want, so that you've got your pockets on the inside. Yeah, no, I think that way is probably best, isn't it? Yeah, so if you glued these down, you'd have a belly band each side, because that would be stuck down and you'd be able to pop something inside it there. And then you can just decorate it and use it. So simple, isn't it? But I thought, wow, that is really good. And in my pockets, I've got bits that I'm going to be using, you know, later on in the journal, or that's what I've had in there. I didn't glue mine down. I can't decide whether to or not yet, or whether I'm going to put some writing paper on there, or you could make it into a notebook by putting a little signature in there, couldn't you? It is quite big for this book, but it would make a good, I thought it would make a good bookmark as well. Yeah, I've got 2 of those actually. I just thought it was, I just liked it. So that was me folded. And then we've got tabs. So I've got quite a few tabs cut out already, and they can be used. Here we are. Some I cut out with my tab punch. I do have a tab punch and it cuts them out simply just fold them in half like that. That's what I do anyway. And I did cut a few of them out. So you can put them, this is one I cut out myself. So to cut one out yourself, you get your piece of paper. So this one measures 3.5 centimetres by 5 centimetres, so 2 inches by almost 1.5. It's not a science. And then you fold it in half like so, and then I just cut a little shape out of one side, like I went down a bit and then across, and then you can use that as a template for the other side. See, like this. So down a bit and then across. And you've got your tab there then. And then another thing I did was to round my corners. I've been sitting in the kitchen with my mum instead of in my craft room, because my craft room is that full of dolls that I can't, firstly it's that full of dolls, I've not got any room for her to sit in it. Oh yeah, look at that, look, see, and so you don't need a tab punch, you can do it like that. You can do them in different sizes, you can cut different shapes out from the sides, you know, you can see, the world is your oyster. Yeah, the tab punch is your tab punch, whatever. So once again, if you wanted a wider one, you just get a wider piece of card, cut your shape into it, use it as a template on the other side. And then across there, and then you've got your little tab again, and you can use them either on the edge of your pages or on the top of a tag. Yeah, that's my husband singing in the background. I'm not sure what he's so happy about, but good for him. So if I wanted to, I could pop a tag onto the top of there like that. I'd just glue the whole thing and then close it onto the top of the card like that. That blue one would probably look nice on there, any of them like that. So that one can go on there. There we go, and then glue it shut like that. And a dry wipe. There we go. There, and it matches on the back as well. That's better. So that's that one done. We could have some on some of the pages. We could have one on, let's have one on this page. I've lost the metal tip off here, haven't I? I don't know what I've done with that. It must be in my bag. Yeah, I'm going to pop that one on there like that. I could have made that one shorter if I wanted, you know, but I thought we'll have a nice big chunky one on there. Right, let's see. Could have one on the top of this page, I think, couldn't we? No, it's got an owl on it. I don't know. We'll cover the owl up. Let's do the top of this page instead, so we know that that's where the that's where the stars are. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've lost the metal bit on here. I want that binding. What have I done with it? Honestly, I'm sure it'll turn up, but it's annoying because I'm the only one that's had it, so I don't know where it's gone. It'll be in one of my bags, one of my many bags. Yeah, so if I put that at the top of there, well, yeah, so I've got that one popped there. There we are. I don't really use tabs a lot, if I'm honest, but yeah, that's me showing you how I've used my tabs. Right, so what's next? Well, that's some scraps I've got there. I've got my tabs there, and if I want to, I can. I've got them to use if I want to, haven't I? I'm going to put them back in my little pocket so I don't lose them. And then I can put that in and use it as a bookmark to where all my bits and pieces are that I'm using. Envelope. So for my envelope, hold on, where's my I have these two envelopes. They are really thick card envelopes and I really love them. And I'm going to join them together like this. I'm going to glue this one onto here like that, and then glue that one inside there like that, and I'll make a little folio, and I can put things in each side. So let's put some glue onto the back of here. They're lovely and sturdy. I love them because they're lovely and sturdy, and they'll make a lovely thick folio. I like that. So we'll slide that into there like that and give it a bit of a rub. Make sure we're not gluing it, spreading the glue too far. And then we'll put some glue on here. Like that. Such lovely thick card. Yeah, I could cover it. What have I got? I've got this, which is textured paper. Feels like linen. No, it doesn't go with the red, I don't think. I think the only ones I've got left in here in the Let It Snow one are the ones. Oh no, I've got that. Ooh, I wonder if that pink would look nice. That purpley pink might go, mightn't it? Let's try that. That would be nice on the red. Or failing that, this one. Yeah, let's try those two, shall we? The trouble is, I don't want to cover up the red altogether. I do like it. It's a nice it does fit in nicely because of the red berries and things, doesn't it? Maybe if we just have a tiny bit round the edge, that would be better, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's, I think probably the best thing to do would be to draw around it. Yeah. Here we go. Now if we decide that's the, oh yeah, that's perfect. Love that. And I can do the same on the other side, or we could have the blue side. I do actually like that side, yeah. So I'm going to cut another piece out the same size as this. This is my new Tim Holtz cutter that I got on Vinted. Oh, isn't that satisfying? Ooh, love it. So I'm using that. I did have some lovely cutters, but they're too small to fit a A5 piece on, so I wanted one that would fit an A5 piece on, and I got this for £10 on Vinted, which for a Tim Holtz one is a really good price. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Right, so that's the size I need, isn't it? Let's just double check. Cut it out once. Oh, what? I can't make my mind up now. I can't. Oh dear, I don't know what I've done here. Let's see. Right. That's too small. This was the one that fitted on there, wasn't it? Yes. And then I've got that one that's the same size. Yes, that bit's just an extra. Perfect. So, what I'm thinking is I could probably turn them into pockets. If I'm doing a folio, I might as well hold on. Let me just move this out of the way. Alright, Mum. Yeah, I think. Now, which side do I leave it open though? Do I leave it open that side, or do I leave it open this side? I think I'm going to leave it open that side. Then if it sticks out a bit, it won't. Oh no, that's no good. No, I'll leave it open the other side. Right, so I'm just going to glue on 3 sides. If I decide I don't like it, I can always glue it closed, can't I? It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to glue that one onto that side. pocket on each side. I mean, I could decorate this further if I want to. I can add a little tie to it. When you open it up, there's 2 pockets on the inside there. I could decorate this part as well if I wanted to. I've got these little pieces that will fit on there, haven't I? I just need to make them a little bit narrower. In fact, I don't even need to make them narrower, do I? They'd be fine just like that, yeah. So I've got my little folio. It's not quite right. That bit of card was smaller than that bit, so yeah, it's a bit different, but it's okay, it's okay. We've still got a pocket there, we've still got a pocket there. We could put a picture on it and a word, you know, plenty of things we could do with that. There's quite a lot that we can do with it to decorate it. So that's the envelope. That's what I've done. I joined 2 envelopes together, decorated them with card, and it is a folio, and it has pockets on the outside as well as on the inside, so I can put all my bits and pieces in there, can't I? I've got my bookmark folded sheet. Then what comes after that? I've lost my bit of paper now. I tell you, I'm so disorganised. It's hilarious, really. Well, not hilarious, but yes, it's a bit daft. Right, here we are, found it. So we've done envelope. That's what I did with my envelope. Next we've got home. And I thought I'd done a page. Here we are. So I'm doing home and rest together. So here we are, look. Here's home with the kids, look. That to me is home. Mum and dad and the kids playing. And this is the rest one. She's having a rest there with a hot chocolate, enjoying that she is. And then I've got this little saying that said, it's okay if the only thing you do today is breathe. So I was going to glue that there and that there, and then I've got all these little stickers to put on as well. So let's glue these down first. I'm going to use my Pritt stick for those, I think. Oh, I'll put my Pritt stick. I've been using it with some glitter. It's covered in glitter. It'll be alright, nobody will see. It's on the back of the picture. Yeah, I was using it to glue some glitter on some paper the other night, and made rather a mess of it. Not to worry, eh? We'll soon get it off. So that bit's going to go there. This is my home page. And then this is my rest. Home is where the heart is, home is this, home is that. Yeah, home to me is where you feel comfortable and relaxed. It doesn't have to be your house, does it? Home is something you make, not something that's already made. See what I mean? You can't just, you know, move into a house and it be home. You make it your home. That's what I think. And rest should be something that rests your whole body and mind, not just, you know, not just have a day off from the gym, but yeah. It's okay if the only thing you do today is breathe. Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes it's all you can do. Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes you have to rest your brain as well as your body. Or sometimes just rest your brain. Go for a run or a walk and just rest your brain. So then I have these other things that remind me of rest as a young girl. There, look, she's sitting on a music box listening to music. She's got her headphones in and an old-fashioned dress. I've got some little houses to put on my home side of the, let's lay them out first. That, and then that one was for the comfort one. Was it comfort? No, rest. Yeah, it was the rest, not comfort. So she's having a rest. She's gone out for a pina colada on her own. She's having a rest. This one's sitting in the library, look, and that lovely. Two of them there, and then that one there. Actually, I don't think I'm going to use that one. It's a bit. I'm going to use that one and that one, I think. Yeah. Or yeah, we'll do that instead. So I've cut all the white edges off them. I do not like white edges. I have to stop buying things with white edges on because I always end up cutting them off. Those two. I might put home across there if I get a. I might have to print it off though because I don't think I've got a word, word big enough. So we are up to date 21, which is tomorrow, and I'll be back with more hopefully once I've got my phone fixed. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that and got some inspiration from it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.